how's the kids doing? Oh, great. How are you doing today? Oh, great.
Hotep, I am that I am, so call me Haru.
Call me Jadon.
And this is the Konsider Show. Episode 20. Episode 20. Can you believe that? So we moving right along.
Yes,
exactly. So the buzz phrase of today is passionate or passion. That was something. So before we get started, I want to say this. Go share, comment, subscribe, and tell others. You know what I'm saying? Like us. Another thing, we don't know shit. So all we doing is just kind of come on with the journey. Come check out some of the things we're talking about. So just wanted to kind of put that out there. Let people know some of the things we got going. But at the same time, the buzzword is passionate or passion. That's what we're going to talk about, episode 20. And some of the things I wanted to just kind of give you a definition of what passionate and passion is before we get started.
All right.
This is for those, and we're based mostly on philosophy here. That's one of the things I want to kind of put out there, because it's a philosophy, not saying it's our knowledge or whatever the case may be, but our experiences. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things I wanted to kind of leave you, because we're not going to be talking scientific, getting down, because I think some of that stuff is very convoluting. You know what I'm saying? To a purpose where it's getting to a point where it's good to know the facts, you know, some of the issues and whatnot, but then at the same time it's like...
Here's the problem I see sometimes. People with the facts. Yeah, they're right, factually right. But because they're factually right, they think, not all people, but they think that they can tell someone else, because they're factually right, you're wrong. I was just reading this earlier today. I'm already sidetracking you, sorry. But it was an article attacking, there's this gal called Food Babe.
Okay.
Right, and so she doesn't have an education in chemical biology and nutrition and whatever, right? And so, but she is really huge, and she writes all the time about chemicals in our food and, you know, food quality and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I kind of follow her. I don't agree with everything with her. You probably shouldn't agree everything with anybody, but she's pretty decent and she has the right idea. But she doesn't have a ton or sometimes any factual whatever about what she's talking about necessarily. She, you know, she'll just say, you know, so-and-so is bad for you because of this or whatever it may be. Anyway, so this article, you know, she has a lot of followers, a lot of people that bash her because she doesn't have any facts to base what she's talking about. So I read one today that was just tearing her a new asshole about it. And you had all scientific reasons about how the chemicals in our food aren't actually bad for us in the limited doses and all this kind of stuff. And I don't care if that's factually correct. And I believe this guy when he says the doses of chemicals in our food are small enough where it's not making a huge difference, quote unquote. But my argument is still, okay, well, since that's been introduced, all diseases have gone up. We're dumber than we ever have been. We should be getting smarter, not dumber.
Yes.
People are fat asses. And there's a lot of variables in it, not just chemicals in the food, but don't tell me it doesn't matter. It's not natural. There's not chemicals like that in nature. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so it's just like, I don't care if you're factually, so this is one of those things, and I had passion about this, because I'm like, I don't care if you're factual right. I will tell you how I have felt the best is to get off as much of that shit as I possibly could, and as natural food as I can. You know, he's going off like, it doesn't matter if we're grass-fed this or organic this. It doesn't matter. You're just paying more money for it.
Sound like the
Bullshit. I don't care if it's factually right to you or if you have proof. Like I said, I would just like, I know what works for me, and I will tell people about it, but like we say, we don't know shit. Try what works for you.
Yeah, exactly. Your experience.
If you can be whatever and eat a bunch of chemicals, to each their own. That's not how I would do it, but to each their own. And we're always having a bunch of chemicals anyway.
Yeah.
So let's get back to this. I just have to.
So
Passion. See, I'll do that. I'll go on my rants.
and that's some of the issues we're gonna. So I wanted to just give a few definition of passionate. Showing or caused by strong feelings or strong belief, and that's the Google research. And then the other one was showing of caused by intense feelings of sexual love, like we always celebrate with the Disneys, with all these particular,
screwed us, actually.
Yeah, the mindset or the propaganda.
The chick flick movies.
As far as what passion it is,
where all the men are super
and
passionate, exactly like a woman wants in the movies.
Exactly.
And so women in real life want that type of passion.
Indeed. So passion. Let me use passion. Yeah, passion. And this was basically strong, barely controllable emotion. And then we go to the Merriam-Webster, and that was interesting. It just said a strong feeling of enthusiasm or excitement for something or about doing something, And then it could be the other side. Passion has been betrayed. It's actually been betrayed to us, pretty much. That's what it, the term per se, the term and how we use it. You kind of see what I'm saying? Because it's like, the guru's like, get in the stuff you love and this and that. And you
your
hear
passion
this.
will make your money.
Yeah, the passion will make
time.
your money. Passion ain't doing shit for you. Keep it real with you. You could be passionate about basketball, as your boy would say. You could be very passionate about basketball, but you don't get paid like LeBron. That's something he does.
That's
you
true.
See what I'm saying? So it's like we tend to take out those elements.
Yeah, a lot of people are associating passion equals money. Now I get what they're saying. You do have to enjoy what you're doing.
For sure.
Like what you're doing enough and believe in what you're doing enough, aka passionate about it, to continue to push through.
Yes.
So that's what they mean by
Yes.
it. But a lot of times it's coming across as long as you're passionate, follow your passion and you will make your money.
And we always
Not
use
necessarily.
The fitness industry is one of the best illustrations. I noticed that with all the theme within the particular industry now. Where it's like, go be a personal trainer, be a personal coach, this, that.
Everybody
they
is,
push
so.
it, yeah. And that's it's so convoluted, it's so much demand. Well, yeah, demand, not enough supply, per se. And that's why we having all this beefs with who's the best personal trainer, whose program is the best, this and that, boom, boom, boom. And it's interesting because that's not just one of the industries. It's starting to become a commonality. Oh, you want to be off the grid and do this and do that? Or certain elements within particular industry. Little small micro industries they've been doing. The tiny home phenomenon. You know what I'm saying? When you're looking at all these different elements they're doing, putting in the, and we're not really paying no attention, but then everybody want to be a guru, everybody want to be the yogi, everybody want to be the, you know what I'm saying? And it's only, and it's interesting because it can only be so many plants, it can only be so many bamboos, it can only be, when you really start thinking about it, as life
there can only
grows,
be even
much,
in people, there can only be so many the best at what you do.
Exactly.
It's called the best for a reason.
Yeah,
There can't be 100 million bests out there.
But especially if you specialize in that particular, whatever. If you're a virtuoso, as they used to call the different band players or whatever, prodigy. What is all these new different terms? But at the same time, you get that come a few people who just got a gift. And just something they just naturally did. Oh, I've been doing this since I was 6 years old or something.
Sure.
Whatever, But at the same time, it's just being passionate is interesting because how we are as a species. When you really put
we're all very passionate.
Yeah, we all have that uniqueness.
I hope so. There's a lot of us that aren't.
Yes.
So we're stuck in that
corporatization.
But I think that's part of it. Man, I didn't think about this till now. Passion is we all naturally are passionate. However, that passion has been stripped from a lot of us just because of our normal life.
Yes, sir.
Talk about it all the time. Get up earlier than we want to, earlier than our body wants to. It's not natural. An alarm forces us up. Get up. We don't want to. We drink caffeinated coffee, stimulants immediately. We're already on the drugs.
Come on.
You know, we're already popping pills for various things, and popping more pills to counteract those. And then we go to a job that we hate, getting paid not enough money to do the job that we hate, so we can afford things when we get home to hopefully make us happier because we hate our life, so that we continue the cycle. We say this all the time. I'm doing it. I do it right now. It's exactly what I do. You know, it's what we all are kind of stuck in doing. Lucky few of us might get out of it. That's what we hope Konsider is going to become for both of us.
Yes, for sure.
Because we are passionate about it. We believe in what we're doing. You know, we've got competition, but we're doing different things that no one else is doing. That's how you do it differently. That's how you make it different.
Execution.
You know? So we got that passion for it. I think you have to, or why would you do a business?
You know,
doing a business is hard as shit.
Yes.
So why would anyone?
Challenging.
Why would anyone do a business and not be passionate about it? Because it's so much hard work.
Come on.
At least
especially when you're building the systems, and that's the whole point.
It could take years to make money
together. You know, and how we going about it, and we want to build value. That's the whole key thing. We want to give you value.
On both sides.
Yeah, on both sides.
Value for us is getting the money.
Yes.
Federal Reserve notes.
Yes.
Well, not even Federal Reserve notes, but some sort of value. You know what I mean.
Even if it's just just some things, testimonials. Yeah, we know we gotta make money.
Value is different depending on the holder.
Yeah,
obviously.
exactly.
I mean, to be real, we gotta pay some of our bills with Federal Reserve notes. So we'll take those. But there's more than just that. There is, like you said, testimonials. There's people that are commenting, sharing, subscribing, you know, telling people
interaction, social interaction.
Want to write articles for us, want to do this, want to help us out, want to, you know, that's the sort of thing.
And see that's the distinguishing I wanted to say about passion. And this not to take off anybody else. MJ DeMarco explained it in his book, The Millionaire Fastlane. He was saying, well, key thing, passion gets you up in the morning to get on that grind. See what I'm saying? That's a whole different meaning.
Well,
you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's something.
Whole different meaning.
Yeah. I mean, even that's a good one. Even the people that are doing the whole rigmarole and are shut down for the most part, and you don't think they're passionate about anything, you're right. They're passionate enough about living to get up and do that. Even though they hate their life, they at least, you know, do that. That's
homework, the research.
You know, I'm into prepping and survival topics, prepping topics, and I always laugh when people say that's dumb to be paying attention. I'm like, oh, so you're not a survivalist, huh? So you don't try to survive, literally live every day. So you are going to work so you can pay money, so you can afford your house, so you can live. If you weren't a survivalist, you would just let yourself die immediately. So don't tell. And then the people that are like prepping, you know, what are you prepping for and all that kind of stuff. This is what people used to do all the time, because it's not only just
makes sense.
It's not prepping. I'm not prepping until, you know, like Jesus is coming down and taking people away and stuff like that. I'm not prepping for bullshit reasons like that. I'm prepping for the very first reason, which is I lose a job. That's the first thing. I want to have extra money. I want to have extra food. I want to have extra cushion everywhere, because then that job loss isn't such as big of a deal because you have a cushion.
No doubt.
If you got food laying around, you don't have to go buy more when you don't have the money coming in.
For sure.
Tell me why I'm a moron to do that. I don't know. It's what's lost.
No.
The passion about everything else besides getting up in the mornings needs to be gone. And the things that people are passionate about, for the most part, if they are some idiotic TV show.
Yeah, that's what it is. Exactly. The American dream. That's what they've been
Democrat
selling.
Right now. Democrat versus Republican. Trump versus whoever. Sanders versus whoever. Clinton versus whoever.
And what's crazy about it, it's funny too, because one thing about our subject matters we talk about emotional connections. The key are emotional triggers. Let me say it like that, because I think the key here too is like, as we developing a relationship with cannabis or marijuana, Mary Jane, however you want to see her, you tend to, your neurons, there's a scientific term for all you scientists out there.
They were not just
but
opinions.
your neurons are connecting with each other, so therefore, the Ada Benglada can be able to comprehend and all that other...
What'd you call me?
elements, be able to connect and open up those particular avenues. You know what I'm saying? Because it's funny, if you can really express to people, it's not what you... Yeah, it got a part what you're looking like too, but if you can express what you do within, how you can connect with people, other people in each lifestyle, how you can relate to the situation and show them, oh, this is passion. You got $1 billion idea or concept that's in the balling up.
This used to be, this is what has happened here. This has those effects. You can do a lot of things, we know that. But now, what people used to come to each other and talk like this without this.
Yes.
Right? Without some sort of substance, without alcohol, without marijuana, without cocaine, without whatever. Now, the passion is gone. We don't even know it's gone. We don't know why it's gone. We're not talking to each other anymore. We're in our phones. Or when we're talking to each other, it's very superficial. It's very, hey, how's the kids doing? Oh, great. How you doing today? Oh, great. If we were all great, this would be a better place. We're not all great.
No.
We're not great at all. Let's not stop. We gotta have these.
Struggle is real.
We gotta have these conversations. We're not happy. Very few of us are truly happy. Think about it. What are we?
And that's what they're selling us with the packages.
What's missing?
Yeah,
and so
they're selling us.
We have this. Or even the alcohol, or whatever substance of choice, I would choose this because I think it's healthier and has much, much, much better benefits.
Yes.
But what all these things do, I think even placebo effect, even for some people, is make us have these conversations again. So if we as the people come back together again, we're the most powerful force on the planet. But instead, we're a bunch of pussies that are sitting around not talking to each other. We're easily divided. The only time we talk about each other, in passion especially, is to argue.
Yeah. Debate, yeah.
Not even debate.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes there's good debates. I'm all for a good debate. And sometimes there's a place for arguing. But that's all people are arguing, especially when it's stupid shit.
Yeah, over movies, Empire, and all these other crazy ass shows. You'd be wondering, how is that? But I can understand because how they relate and everything. I mean, TV program, we talk about this propaganda. But at the same time, how they just connect everybody. They get these stereotypes, and these producers ain't going to the hood and going to these areas to find out what's going on. So obviously somebody's reporting.
The good ones might.
Yeah, obviously somebody's reporting these things. Where commonalities, that's what we
Let's think about something here too, the TV shows. When you think about the good shows that you enjoy, think, wow, that's a good show, I gotta continue watching it. Let's think about this. Probably the people in that show are communicating with each other in such a way that we're like, that's different. I gotta pay attention to this more because it's so far out there now. But that's how we should be in our real lives. Let's talk about The Walking Dead. Those people, they go through hell together, obviously, but they're together, and they have issues, but they're together, and they got each other's back, and you have the struggles, and you believe it. We don't have that in real life anymore, and so when we're watching those shows, we're like, wow, that's how we relate to this. That's how we get involved in these shows, and we feel like they're our friends because their communication is so awesome, in a way that we can't comprehend, and we want that.
Yeah. See, and
that's how people are like when a show ends. There's people that are so emotional over a show ending that it actually can ruin their life. Even video games, whatever it is, whatever you're associating to, because that's not happening in real life.
No,
and so you found it in a show or a video game. I do it, trust me.
No, and that was one of the genius elements about George Lucas with Star Wars, because he built the character so cold where you was so into the character.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I'm saying? Oh yeah, I am Luke, or I'm Darth Vader now. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
another team that you have to choose for people to argue.
Exactly. It's just these commonalities. You know, they're all emotional triggers. You know, and that's what I'm talking about with passion. Passion is not paying the bills. Yeah, passion is getting you up to do your thing and keep you moving some things. And obviously you built a routine, or you built a ritual within that particular thing you can do good. Oh, I can write a book. I can do, 3 books a month or whatever. I got that skill. And my passion, no, it's just a skill, kind of like LeBron. I'm sure he's not passionate about basketball. He might be a golf player like Michael Jordan. You see what I'm saying? Or he was more baseball. Michael Jordan was more base. But my point is, like, you it's certain things that you're gonna have good artists. You might be a super passionate artist, but then when you do it commercially, you're gonna be like, what the hell is this? I gotta get inspired to do these certain things. You see what I'm saying? That's where passion kind of distinguishes themselves. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's why I kind of picked this particular, because it's a buzzword. They've been getting us that, especially that personal development area, and self-help stuff.
They're making it too simple.
Yeah.
Because, like we're saying, passion does not equals money. Money does not equal passion. Mm-hmm. What you do for your living doesn't mean you're passionate about it. No. Just because you're passionate about something doesn't mean that's what you do for a living. Yes. If it all matches up together and you're passionate for what you do for a living, and you love it, and you get paid a shit ton of money to do it, you're one of the lucky ones. Yeah, let's be honest. For sure. You're one of the lucky ones. Yeah. But hey, Michael Jordan's a good example. I'm sure he loved basketball, sure, and he was passionate about it in a way. Obviously, he wouldn't be one of the best of all time. Yeah. But there was a part of him that wanted to play baseball. Oh. And he always had that on his heart.
Yeah. Even like Bo Jackson, he's another good example of that too, that whole duality. I mean, the brother was good in both sides.
Michael Jordan sucked in baseball.
Yeah.
But, I mean, let's think about this let's talk about passion here with him. One of the greatest basketball players of all time, athletes of all time, unstoppable. You think of him as a god of an athlete, right?
Yeah.
And so, he knows who he is. He knows he's the man.
Yeah, no doubt.
He knows that.
He's still acting like that.
And he's a billionaire. I would too. I mean, you're one of the best of all time. But all that, and he still took the risk to go play baseball when he knows he's not good at it. That's embarrassing for him.
But
let's be honest. One of the greatest athletes of all time had to go do another sport because he had passion to play it because it was fun. He had that relationship with his father, with baseball, etc., etc. But he sucked. Yeah. And a lot of people tore him a new one.
Yeah. That's
the passion there.
Being able to do that care. And that's, a great example. That's
make any money doing that. He made all his money playing basketball. Yes. And endorsements.
Endorsements.
Lots of endorsements.
No, so we're getting down to that 1 minute and 25. And but these are some of the things, like I said, the uniqueness about Konsider is really, we want to connect with the people. Seriously, we want to connect with the people.
Like those UFC posters where they're like right in their faces. We should do that, but it's just us. I had to get back in the gym and get my muscles back.
Some of the things I think that's the challenge here. That's the challenge, being able to connect with the people.
I want to get you passionate about us.
And we're starting to see a lot more interaction. People are starting to hear some things. I mean, I'm getting more people chiming in, talking, and stay tuned to our next episode. We're going to talk a little bit about these particular nuances and things we're going to be kind of getting
Until the next episode.
Until the next episode. So, konsidergroup.com, Twitter, Instagram, we're there. Twitter, we're there. We've been doing having a lot more activity.
I'll believe you.
Yeah, Twitter.
I'm not on.
LinkedIn too. Oh yeah, LinkedIn. We're locked in on LinkedIn. Just got a crazy response on LinkedIn. So that's been actually pretty good. But you can like us, comment on us, share. Let others know about us. Let others know about us. You know, these are 22-inch arms. Tell your buddies. Tell your buddies. Tell all your friends.
Tell your women.
Yes, 22 inches. You know, anybody want to challenge that? I'll take you up on it.
I don't know what he's talking about. Challenge what? Flexing contest?
Considergroup.com. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, check us out. Until next time.
Passion. I don't know what the one finger is.